Hi, beautiful Sag. How are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your weekly reading about yourself, your life, your soul contract, your destiny, and that of your partner if you were partnered up with someone, whether it's in love or family interactions, a workplace thing, or my guys just said some creative genius that you're working on with somebody else. So we're going to look at the interplay of your two energies. So Sag, gorgeous indications right off the bat. This is your energy. Look at that. The energy of the vision quest. That's from the mystical shaman oracle. So you're stepping out. And you know, Sag, you've been on this vision quest for a while. Look back at some of the past monthly readings, past weekly readings, my guides are saying. There's something going on, and you have been engaged in this process. And for you, also interesting, I think this notion, my guides are saying, maybe not this card, of the spiral dance of the goddess. So working with the sacred feminine to bring forward the light and all the new growth that we see in this card. I really love the way this spiral is. So if you look deeply into the card, you can see almost like a seed unfolding. And I believe that also has been in your readings over the last month or two. So from my guides, the theme that they want to speak about is the moon cycle. So we're still under the influence of the Scorpio new moon. And we see the indication of Pisces there riding that little fish. This moon card in this deck is known as the Imaginer of Harmony. And I love how ethereal it is and how focused it is on your journey. So you can dive deep, or you can get in that boat and sail away to any place that you can imagine. It is a time for visioning. It is a cycle, my guides are saying, because initiated by Scorpio. It's a cycle of going into the deep mystical places. Yes, to bring things to culmination and illumination, to find out whatever information you need. You know, people talk about secrets coming out. I think it's often more about the nature of the cycle and the things that you will discover when you go deep. And in the exterior part of your life, yes, there may be something revealed to you because the illumination of the moon as we set sail through the new moon into the culmination point. So that's very exciting. And while you're doing that, this is your energy, the sacred magician. So in this deck, it is the decider of will. Look at how illuminated the will center is. It's male energy paired together with this feminine energy that we see in the oracle cards and in the moon card. Sacred male and sacred female energy working together to initiate something new. The very first card in the major arcana, the magician. And the magic happens because of the decisions that you make, bringing forward destiny, law of attraction, all those kinds of things. And the way your hand is outreached right into the moon cycle, into the sacred feminine. That's why we're talking about the spiral dance of the goddess. That's the nature of the vision quest that you're on. Okay, so let's take a look. I've pre-shuffled the deck. Look at that. So again, my guides are saying that's the same image. Pardon me. Ooh, Mercury's already in shadow. That's the same image, my guides are saying, as that. It's very similar, and it looks very mystical. We see this sacred couple sitting here, gaining a lot of perspective, as the moon card promises. They are communicating telepathically. There's transformation, there's passion, there's the light of the sacred water coming through the moon cycle. So there is some kind of a pairing for many of you. It's about yourself. The process that you're in, the male and female part of yourself. For those of you that are mated, Two of Cups, dialogue of art. So it is always about balancing. Twos are about bringing balance in a sacred relationship. And the way the energy interplays between the two of you. So they're sitting here communicating telepathically, feeling and understanding that which has been revealed to them and by them and between them within the relationship, whatever that is about. And it's a very significant bonding. It's a healing moment. It's a moment of alchemy and temperance as well. All of those things are indicated in the Two of Cups. So I like the flow of the way this is happening. And look at this. Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. The elopement of heart. The 8 of Cups. You're using this magic to release yourselves from something that's going on in the relationship. Or it may be that the relationship that came forward between the two of you has brought you to this ability to be released and to walk toward your destiny more so than walking away from something. And that's the energy that's going on because the Magician is there, and it's literally aligned with that. And we see this. So I think that some of you have either come past something, you've been able to come into your releasing moment in order to walk forward into something more healthy that embodies the magic of both the Moon card and the Magician. It's very exciting. So one of the things my guides are talking about is a sacred vessel, right? So in the Standard Tarot, we see the 8 Cups and we see somebody walking away into the distance. This is about a sacred cauldron filled with treasure, and this couple went to find the treasure. They stepped up on the platform. When they touched the bowl, they got stuck to it, and it pulled them away from the flow of their life. Very interesting. So we see flow here. We're seeing flow here. We're seeing flow there, the way the moon pulls the tides. Some kind of magic coming forward, definitely, inside the and look, there's another water element. So check your rising signs. Find out where the water is in your chart. That is the 4 of Wands. It's very interesting to me the way this transition is happening. Again, we see someone, a woman dressed in this red dress. See the blue shoes? Her walk has been transformed. Her vessel is full, and she has the means to refill the vessel anytime she wants. And she's in this restive state of celebration, the quiet place within the celebration tent, if you will. In the Standard Tarot, we see what people consider to be the marriage tent. It's considered to be, soulmates, twin flames, although, my guides call it quantum partnership. So in this place, you're just dreaming about your passions and your challenges, light versus shadow, the places of illumination, and maybe the places that you haven't wanted to walk into, to explore, in order to bring the celebration that you're having in this moment. And somehow you've done it through this moon cycle, I believe. And so now there's just a place of restive contemplation, because the 4s in any deck are in a moment, they're a little bit, it's about standstill. It's about going inward for a process. So I love the way that is displayed in relationship to the moon card. So you've released yourself from something. Maybe it's the battles, either within the relationship or inside yourself, or a relationship that you resolved and walked away from because you made a decision. And that decision brought this forward. It's very interesting. Something that has been holding you back. Oh, love this. Look at that. A little bit of glare here. I'm sitting in a room with a lot of windows. So that's the Woman of Art. Page of Cups. There's a new set point, a desire for a new pathway coming forward because of this moon in Scorpio, I believe. Because of the new moon in Scorpio. Look at that. Right? Something within the two of you, within the relationship, a decision's been made. Maybe things do come to illumination. Maybe it was the previous full moon. But you're traveling on and you are releasing yourselves. This, of course, is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. But these factors are true in enough people's lives that it's coming through the reading. So I love that you're being released from something because you mastered the energy of the Magician, the decider of will. And it's bringing forward some intuitive knowing, some new perspective into the relationship that helps you come to a releasing so that you can then come to a celebration and start again, a new phase in the relationship. Maybe because of your ability to have this perspective and this moment of alchemy. Oh, just have to write me some comments. I'm eager to hear. So that's the dreamer of growth. That's the Star card. So do you see how these two are bonded? Look at this row, okay? The Star card, all the things that people say about the Star card. Sacred dreaming, bonded together, destiny coming forward, able to manifest that what you want, a sacred moment of destiny coming forward. Look at this line, Sag. Something's going on. I don't think, based on how the cards are coming out, I don't think those of you that are mated, I don't think it's about breaking up. It's about releasing something. Because right after the releasing, we see the Four of Wands. It's fantastic. Yeah. Sag, many of you are reforming your relationship in some way. And in part, it's relationship to yourself so that all these things are available to you. So that is the Emperor. And it's the keeper of harmony. And that's the imaginer of harmony. So on a soul contract level, on your life path, your heart, soul chakra, my guides call it, you are developing the ability, because of the releasing, whatever was not harmonious in your relationship, you've taken care of it. It's your moment to do that and to bring harmony, the strategy of harmony, into a central revered position on a heart soul chakra way, and it brings forward all this new growth. And it is also sacred male energy driving the change forward. Look at this. Very interesting. I'm really curious to know what you're letting go of, so let me know. You know, whatever lack of harmony was in the relationship that was keeping you stuck, maybe from making a commitment, you're going to resolve that over the course of this month. And what I love about this coming forward is that when you come into this place, this destiny about being able to go through this process to bring the energy of the Emperor into a central place in your higher self, look at that, Major Arcana. Again, 3 Major Arcana cards in a row, all in the heart soul line. Okay, so that is the Counselor of Truth. It's about coming into a place of being able to be a touchstone of truth within your own being. It's the Hermit card. All this wisdom coming forward, going deeply inward. See that? Going inward. There's the Moon card. It's traveling inward, basically, as an energetic movement of energy. And you come into this ability to be the keeper of harmony. Take up your destiny. Be a touchstone of truth. And whatever this releasing is about, there you are, Sag. That's fantastic. That's Capricorn type energy. Look, this is the Challenger of Will. It's the Devil card. It's about the sacred horned god of the earth-bound creatures. Snake in one hand, shedding and releasing. Do you see the torque in the other hand? That piece of jewelry that we see reflected right here? There you go. And so while you're here on the earth, the great god Cernunnos, the king of the forest, not an antichrist by any measure, okay, a pagan symbol, assists the soul in releasing its fears. That's the outcome of this reading. So there's some prophecy really coming forward for you that we see the outcome of this reading, that you get to release your fears and you get to be unchained from whatever this was. And it's the process you're going through, and you're able to translate it into whatever relationship you might be engaged in. So if we take a look at your partner, that person showing up as luminous warrior, somebody who's totally up to the task. And my guides are saying, and they're all about it. So they're right there with you if you're engaged in a partnership. And again, if it's a work effort, or my guides keep saying some piece of genius that you're working on with somebody else, that person's coming through the rings of time along with you to take this journey, because they're able to take their own journey, which is the kind of partner that you want. If you really want a partner, you want somebody who's stable in their own light, in their own world. So check this out. This is really fabulous. Again, very powerful indication. Your partner showing up as the King of Pentacles. Very stable, very able to create. Very abundant in all the ways that someone could be abundant. Earthbound energy. and they're looking directly into the Hierophant because they understand the sacred nature of the relationship, and they are given their abundance. They're utilizing their ability to manifest into the sacred realm, the high priest. So they're going deeply inward, also for a sacred journey. I really like it. And they're looking at the sacred journey more so than they're looking at you. So you're doing these things independently, and there they are looking at you. Look at that. The Knight of Pentacles. So, it's interesting what's happening. The transformation that's happening for them is that they are using their power to come to some new place. And again, it's about, I want to start with you. Again, a new cycle. I'm coming forward. Maybe this is happening slowly. That's why my guides are talking about the full cycle of the moon. So let's see what else we've got here. Yeah, look. Four of Swords. So this person, also in a restive, meditative state, after perhaps some challenges, some kind of challenge coming forward, coming out of the rings of time. And it may be, if you have somebody around you who's a past life connection, you may be coming to some need to be restive and go inward in order to bring forward the information that's in you. Okay, my guides are, I'm getting a little download. So that's what they're talking about. You got to take your quiet time. And you're both doing it. And you're doing it with the passionate side of your nature, Sag, of course you are. And your partner, if you have a love partner or a business partner that you're really going through a transformation with, they're going deeply inward and very quietly to bring forward clarity about the situation with this earth energy. Going forward, making an offer, and by so doing, bringing some mental clarity. Yeah, this is okay. I like this. Thank you, Spirit. Because you know what? There has been a period of challenge going on with them. So it may be between the two of you. All right. We see 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands, maybe some arguments, maybe some shift and change going on. Maybe things being revealed at the moon cycle or with the moon cycle. This person standing their ground, maybe feeling a little defensive, but standing in their strength. I like this. Really fabulous. All right. And because of that, because of their ability to go inward and to have the shift and change, and because they want to move past this and make a new offer, once things quiet down, whatever this is about, it brings them to the desire and the ability to work really hard on themselves, maybe on their profession, on their job, etc., whatever it is they're passionate about. But once they come through this conflict, which may be inner conflict, they're working really hard. They're mastering. They've come to a place of mastery because of whatever this conflict is, which looks to me like it's an inner situation. There we go. And that's why they're working so hard. See that? They fully intend to have victory in their life and in this relationship. So 6 of Wands, I like it. Let's see what the last card is here, Spirit. Yeah, this is why. That's the root. My guides are saying that's the root of all of this, is this notion of the love of the universe, divine love, divine partnership, what they hold in their heart. That's why they're willing to go through whatever conflict is happening, whatever challenge, to stand their ground. And basically, for some of you, I think they're saying, look, baby, I want you, but I'm involved in, there's something going on here. I got to go inside. This isn't going to happen rapidly. I have to stand my ground in some way, maybe defend myself so I can come through to the other side, to this place of mastery. That's what's going to bring me victory, and that's what I want to bring to you, because I'm feeling this Ace of Wands energy. It's beautiful. So let's pull from, like I just said, the Book of Runes, the Bag of Runes for you. Let's see what comes out, Sag. Let's see what's going on in this moon cycle that we're initiating. Yeah, look. Okay, that is the notion of the shaman. It's about protection. It's about the rustling of the sedge grass. So there is something going on, and in a sense, you're getting a little bit of a warning. Like, listen to the subtle sounds, the subtle energies, the subtle messages. That's why we have the Four of Swords and the Four of Wands. So I'm going to put this right there at the apex. My guides are saying I'll read to you from the book. Okay. So I love that. It's the rune of protection, according to the book, and it's on page 111. So, there's indication in some of that little bits of numerology, okay? So this is Elgise. It's about protection. It's about the sedge grass or the rushes and the power of the elk, the horns of the elk. So control of emotions is at issue here. During times of transition, shifts in life course, and accelerated self-change, it is important not to collapse yourself into your emotions, the highs as well as the lows. New opportunities and challenges are typical of this when this rune shows up, and with them may come trespasses and unwanted influences. Elgise serves as the mirror for the spiritual warrior, the one whose battle is always with the self. The warrior's protection is like the curved horns of the elk or the warning rustle of the sedge grass, for both serve to keep open space around you. Remain mindful that timely right action and correct conduct are your only true protection. If you find yourself feeling pain, observe the pain, stay with it. Do not try to pull down the veil and escape by denying what is happening. See that? There's a healthy way to go through this transition, and I think you are transitioning within yourself, and those of you who are mated, definitely with a partner. You're pulling each other along on this moon magic, I believe. Whew, really important. So, as you are remaining mindful, observe your pain that may come up. Don't try to escape from it. You will progress. And knowing that is your protection, and that's it. It's kind of straightforward. So, Sag, my guides are saying, enjoy it. Enjoy. Be aware. Bring the awareness into yourself and into your partner. That's how you master this little literal destiny about mastery and keeping harmony by becoming a touchstone of truth. And when you're able to do that, you literally release your fears and you are unchained from the unhealthy aspects within yourself, and that then, of course, translate into any relationship you're trying to have, because that's how that works, doesn't it? So, Sag, thanks so much. As many of you know, the links for me are all below. General reading, all the things that readers say. I am out on my journey. We've just finished today a very powerful, very deep soul retrieval, soul healing retreat here in beautiful Silver City, New Mexico. I'm going to be leaving here tomorrow. I'll be on the road. I am stepping out as a leap of faith, kind of like that, on my own vision quest, in order to bring whatever I can, like I just said, to the masses. So I'm stepping out for a year to have a sacred walkabout in order to try to bring the soul healing retreats and workshops that I do to people who can not avail themselves of travel all the way to the East Coast to Vermont. So I am taking donations to help cover my travel expenses. Would really appreciate that. Anyone who feels able and inclined, and all the donations that come in I will send you a little email with sort of a coupon on it so that you can apply your donation to a reading or distance healing, or maybe to a retreat that's popping up in your area. Okay? So that's the news this week, Sag. Thank you so much. Big hugs and kisses to you all. This is a really beautiful, internal restive type of sacred change going on. So I'm excited to hear all your messages about that. I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Enjoy this moon magic, set your intentions, and know that whatever it is you can dream about, whatever the harmony is that you can dream about within your relationship, you certainly have the ability to manifest it. So thanks, Sag. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great week. Enjoy the moon cycle.